making this video because I couldn't find any information on it, and it's pretty straightforward. This is how to make an oil pump prime tool out of a old Ford 302 stock distributor. I'm personally going to an older setup on my block. My block's a mid-80s block, and I'm going to the older distributor setup for reliability reasons. But to start, you're going to have two screws, one there, one there, and then you're going to have two more, one right there and one right there, and then this piece will come off and this piece will come off. And then you're going to have this piece right here. We're going to have two flat heads. Going to take those flat heads off, and then you'll have this piece right here that you can go ahead and kind of just pry up. I use a little bit of PB Blaster to get that off. And then this piece right here again will you can kind of just work it up and off, and that'll come off. The most difficult part of this job was this collar that sits underneath this piece. It sits like this. When you take it off, you'll have that piece, and then this thing is the only thing that's going to be retaining this entire piece. What I did was I used MAP gas torch, got it nice and hot, and then just took a pair of pliers and just grabbed it, and it ended up kind of deforming a little bit. I got it a little hotter than it needed to be. As you can kind of see, the hole's not perfectly round, but you could just take a pair of pliers and just take this off. In my case, it snapped off, so more power to me. I took off this piece. This is for the vacuum advance. Yeah, I don't think you need to take that off. And then once you get that off and you get that guy off, what you're going to be left with is your rod. And on this rod, you're going to have the gear and this little collar. And they're going to be retained with these two roll pins. And I used this is a Winchester kit for my firearms, and I used this 5/64 roll pin with just a standard 16-ounce hammer, just gave some light taps and got those roll pins right out. And then how I got the gear off was I set it up like this in my vise. So imagine you have the rod going through here. I set it up like that on my vise, and again just took my 16-ounce hammer and just tapped it until that gear came all the way off. No heat or nothing. A little bit of heat probably would have made it a bit easier, but I did it without. And then this literally just kind of fell off after that gear was off. So, and then you're left with just your shaft. Save yourself $14.